Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2006 Jeep Liberty, we're gonna be replacing the front struts. These are an interesting design. They can give us a little bit of trouble, but let's do it together. Our lower strut is held on by this wishbone. We have a pinch bolt here and then a through bolt down below. Let's get our pinch bolt first. We'll take a screwdriver. If yours is dirty, just clean it up the best you can. All the threads and stuff, get it nice and clean. Now the threads on this backside don't protrude very much, so that's probably not an issue, but just try to get it as clean as possible. 21 millimeter, wasn't too bad. Now the top down below, on this side, let me clean it off. You should have a little metal piece that'll hold this side from spinning. If you don't, then you'll have to hold it with an 18 millimeter. Now let's go to the other side. So this side's our nut. I'm gonna take a drill with a cleaning wheel. We're just gonna clean off those threads. You can apply a penetrant if you need, and it's also a 21 millimeter. We'll push this through. There, got it. Let me reposition you. Now we're gonna separate our mount from our strut. This is easiest if both sides are jacked up at the same time. We'll use a pry bar. We'll pull this forward, and then we'll just get right in between here, pry down. You can alternate sides. There we go. Now this doesn't have to come all the way out, but we do want to just kind of set it aside. And that's it down here for now. The top up top. The lower bolts are the same for both sides, but the upper bolts are different depending on which side you're doing. So I have you at the passenger side first just to show you, since it's already been done. This is the easiest side. Just the air box has to come out. So you have this boot here, this hose here off the air box, and it's just held on with grommets. So once these are disconnected, just pull up and the box will come out. And the only other thing to do, two 10 millimeter nuts, pull those off, and then this can come up and out of the way. And you have perfect access to your 4 nuts. And that's it for this side. Now let's hop over, we'll do the driver's side together. On this side, we'll have to remove our battery and our battery box. 10 millimeter for our cables. Wiggle that off. Same on our positive. We'll wiggle that off. Our tie down is a 10 millimeter. And this should lift right out. Now we'll take our fuse box off. If we open it up, we have 2 10 millimeter nuts. We'll pull this cable off, set it aside. We can close this. Now we'll take a flat screwdriver. Right here, there's a tab. We'll push inward. And then a tab over here, we'll push inward. And then one tab in the back, same thing. And this whole thing will be separated. We just set it aside. Our evap purge solenoid, we'll just lift that straight up. Our harness, we'll just push that through. If it doesn't push through, then you can just come on the back side and pry it off. There we go, that one broke, no problem. We can always use zip ties if we want. And there should be one more right back here, this connector. We just wanna pry it up. There, and that's out of the way. Our box is held on with 3 13 millimeter nuts. There's one over here, one right here, and then right in this little square hole, one way down there. Now this should come up. Then we have perfect access to our nuts up top. On this one here is a little breather hose for our front diff. We'll just pull that off. Should just pull straight up. There we go. Set that aside. These are 18 millimeter. I'm just gonna pull off 3 of them. I still have one fastener holding it in. I'll go down below, hold the strut with one hand while I get this last one with my impact. Come down with me. All right, I have the impact on the nut. I'm just gonna take my hand, hold on to the spring, and then put my thumb over the upper control arm. That should hold it enough. And then we'll just slowly bring this down. And we have to twist it just right. There we go. And out. The only prep we have up here is we'll just make sure that our mating surface is clean. And that's it. Let's get our new strut. There's a right and a left strut, so make sure the right one's going in the right place. We'll feed this through. There we go. Get it in the hole. We'll just hold it there. We'll get a new nut. We'll reach around. There we go. Once we get one on, it can hold it there for us. Let's go back up top. We'll tighten everything. Just feed the rest of the nuts on. We'll just suck them down. My manual says these are torqued to 80 foot-pounds. Put this back on, our breather tube. Nice, let's go back under. We'll finish putting the strut on. And then when we're finished, we'll come back up, put everything back together. If you have a bunch of stickers on this lower part, it's best if we remove them. Now we'll take this, get it kind of positioned. If you need, you can move your strut forward. Just kind of get this. There's a little protrusion on our strut and then a notch in our mount. So we get those to line up. This goes up actually on its own pretty easy. If you need, you can use a little hammer. Just tap on it. It should bottom out. We'll get the lower part over that. And then we'll get our through bolt in the bottom. Push on that again. Get the through bolt in. Tap on it. There we go. All the way through. We'll just put that nut on the back. Just gonna suck it down. And we got our pinch bolt up top. Just suck that down. Our upper pinch bolt is 45 foot-pounds. And then our lower nut is 110 foot-pounds. All right, that's it. If for some reason you need a new mount, the manual calls it a clevis. So that might be a helpful search word. Let's button up the top. Put our box back in. Locate those studs. There they are. We'll set this aside. We can get access to that one there. Just throw that nut on. Just get all of them on. A few threads. Tighten them down, just good and snug. Now we can put this on. Just push it down until it clicks. We got this here can go on. We got this connector here. That can go on underneath. Push it down. Open our box. We have this here, 2 nuts. Just snug, we definitely don't want to strip these. Put our battery in. Push it all the way forward. Put our tie down on. Just good and snug. If you go too tight, you can crack the plastics. We don't want to do that. Clean your battery post if you need to. We'll put this on. And then this on. Just snug on these. Nice, doesn't wiggle. And wiggle free. That is it. Good job. All right, there you go. That's how you can place the front struts on your Jeep. All in all, not too bad. What might give you the most trouble is that lower mount, separating the strut from that clevis, and then pushing that clevis out of the way. But other than that, pretty straightforward. Go ahead and take it for a test drive. Make sure it feels good, no new noises, no new vibrations, hit some bumps, and you should be good to go. Because this strut is not connected directly to your steering knuckle, you don't really need to get in alignment. But if you'd like to, never hurts. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. Work safe. See you on the next one.